This is where I'm at, like 4 glasses in. Can't do it.
Wait, did you have another bottle before this?
Mm-hmm. You don't know that. Yeah, me too. Wait, your teeth are whiter than mine. God, is this what it's gonna be?
I can hold my liquor, so it's fine.
Smarmy creative director. Hi, and welcome to another episode of The Digital Mixer. I am Keith Solomon. This is Amber Davis. She is our new creative director here at envisionit, and we are happy to speak with her today about all things Amber, all things creative, all things digital. Looking forward to talking with you.
Looking forward to it too.
Well, let's get started.
Let's do this.
Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah. Obviously, you've had a great pedigree before you've come to envisionit. Tell me about some of the places you've worked before.
Sure. Well, I came up as a copywriter, so I spent a couple years, really in the trenches, working on all kinds of industries, basically everything from like RVs to Medicare. So I learned a lot, and I always joked I was ready to retire at 24. I worked in healthcare, and that's how I kind of got my first taste of digital. So that was exciting for me, working on apps and websites and things of that nature, and kind of dabbling into campaigns.
You've also worked at a couple of other larger agencies. Tell me a little bit about them.
Yeah, I actually spent a few years at Arc Worldwide, which was a great experience for me because I was able to work on some of the bigger brands. I worked on Coca-Cola, for example. I worked on Miller Coors. So,
what attracts you to a company like envisionit, or envisionit specifically, versus an Arc Worldwide?
What I really like about envisionit is that we don't look at the size of the client. We look at whether they're focused on growth. So, here, finding those right clients who are at that point where they're ready to take their business to the next level is exciting for me. And in digital, we're able to see the impact that we make immediately, right? So if people are clicking and they're engaging with ads, they're converting, moving further down the funnel, we can automatically see the impact and how we're helping them grow their business. So that's what's really exciting for me, is being able to help clients who are really focused on growth grow their business.
All right, let's talk about some of the creative that you've worked on since you've been here. I know that Urban Partnership Bank has been in the news recently, just got acquired. Tell me a little bit about the campaign work that we've done for them.
What we found with Urban Partnership Bank is that they were very different from other banks out there, from like the big, banks of the world. They were really focused on their community in some ways that other banks aren't. For example, they were focusing on underserved people with underserved banking needs. They were doing certain financial education in their neighborhoods, so really focusing on lifting up the people within the neighborhood. We came up with a campaign called Our Interest Goes Here, so we're really making the people in the community and the neighborhoods they serve the heroes of the campaign. So we did some custom photography that showcased the west and the south side of Chicago in a very heroic way, and showcasing how the bank gives back to the community.
What else we have that you find very compelling in terms of creative work that we've done?
Well, Chicagoland Speedway is another campaign that really stands out for me. it's really fun when you can kind of paint a picture of a campaign and help people imagine themselves as part of the experience. What was interesting about the challenge that they gave us was that when you think of Chicagoland, you don't really think NASCAR. We're a big sports city, but for Bears and Cubs and Blackhawks, the list continues. I don't know if you're a Sox fan or...
Well, I'm from Detroit, so that's it.
Sorry about that. We really wanted to make Chicagoland Speedway synonymous with racing and really tie in the Chicago tradition and also the racing tradition.
Mm-hmm. So what are some examples that tied that together?
Yeah, so it was actually really fun, coming up with headlines, for example, that played up Chicago phrases. So for example, Chicago's fastest loop, or the magnificent mile and a half. So playing up these associations with Chicago, but tying them into racing was a lot of fun. In addition, some of the graphic elements we pulled across were the stars and the Chicago flag, some of the nods to the stripes, and the blue and associated with the city as well.
I like it because the Speedway itself is not in Chicago proper. It's Chicagoland, it's Joliet. It's a ways away. For NASCAR fans, not a problem. But if you're trying to increase your fan base for Chicagoland Speedway, I think that was a great campaign.
Yeah, we really want people to think about the track as their home NASCAR track. So I think it's been very successful. We've been able to bring in lots of different audiences. And actually the first year that we launched this campaign, they actually had their best attendance in 5 years, so that was great for us.
Another one that comes to mind is Red Gold. Red Gold, the partnership with Hoi Fung, we had a lot of fun with that campaign. Talk a little bit about that and how digital played such a crucial role in the impact that it had.
Yeah, it was a fun campaign because we really were able to tap into the fanaticism behind sriracha tomatoes in a really unexpected way. So, for example, using sort of meme-like ads to really connect with a younger audience and really play up that fanaticism. We used a lot of influencers that were a little unexpected to really get that message out and kind of connect with people in a more authentic way. So that was in support of a larger social digital display campaign as well. So that was a lot of fun for us. It really made a splash and got a lot of chatter about that as well.
I know that partnership was one that they were stepping a little bit out of their comfort zone as well, trying to reach other audiences rather than just the traditional family audience. So I think that campaign actually did a nice job of doing that.
Yeah, it's always exciting when a client kind of take a leap with us and kind of trust us, and it's actually led to even more campaign work with them. So we're focusing on more of their products. We've done a couple campaigns for them now, and actually recently we were just named the Digital Retail Agency of Record for Red Gold, so that's exciting.
More than just a little campaign work, like the entire, that's great, wonderful.
Yeah,
I forgot, let me see if do I write something down here? Hold on. Forget it. Well, thanks, Amber, for joining us today. It was wonderful talking to you.
Thank you, Keith. Glad to be here.
And thank you, everybody, for joining us on another episode of envisionit's Digital Mixer. I really screwed that one up. Looking forward to connecting with you next time. I can't do it anymore.
And cut.